Hi, my name is Alexandria Palmer. This is for class SPCE 683, subsection 805. Um, and the three articles that I wanted to focus on reinforcement schedules, just different types. The first article works on fixed time schedule, uh, and during their baseline, um, they had the person had to click on a circle and they reinforced every time that that person clicked on that circle. They used a 6-phase reversal design for that one, uh, and they used between 11 to 12 participants. So it was a um, group experiment, uh, and then every time that the group person figured out what they wanted them to do, such as clicking on the circle, they earned points. And those points help to reinforce what they wanted after. Um, so sorry. Um, Once they did the correct task, uh, they earned those points, and then that helped them understand what was specifically being asked from them during the experiment for the multiple different phases. Um, and then they would change the schedule on how fast the participants starts to get the answer by when they were reinforced. So as soon as they were reinforced, then that person knew, okay, this is what they want me to do. And then that made it easier to reinforce on that fixed schedule of how many times they got it correct. Time-based schedules can be used to decrease challenging behavior was the big point for this article. Um, and this article was titled ABA and ABC renewal during an ongoing fixed time schedule. And then all three of these articles are going to be really good resources for if you want to figure out which reinforcer schedule or you'd want to use for your specific client. The second one, this article was the effects of fixed ratio values on concurrent demand and play responses. This one was interesting because they used a fixed ratio of an FR1 and an FR10, and they kind of mixed it up. So one of the trials, they did an FR1 across both of the manding and the play skills, and they didn't really seen an increase in mands, but not an increase in the play skills. But then when they did um, an FR10 across the board, I think if I remember correctly, they saw more of an increase in the play skills. But when they varied their schedule and they did an FR1, FR10, and then an FR1 again, they saw an increase in both the play skills and the manding. So just the different kinds of reinforcement schedules, different ones, after reading these articles, different ones can be beneficial for different learners depending on how they learn. And then the last article was focusing on token systems. Token systems don't always, from the findings, don't always work for every learner. For this one, they used an edible as a backup for the clients that the token board didn't work for. But token boards are very beneficial for they earn a certain amount of tokens and they get that highly reinforcement. Um, and you can also do an FR schedule with token system. Um, uh, so there are different ways that you can do those systems and even using them together, such as the token board and the edible, as this one did. And that article was a comparison of token and tandem schedule of reinforcement on response patterns for the adolescents with autism. So it just goes to show that there's so many different factors to schedules, and it just depends on your learner.